Happy holidays! We're going to take a short break, but plan to be back in the new year. Don't forget to stay connected with us through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube too. In the meantime, enjoy our season's best. Laura Lee tuning in to Spirit for my special guest caller, Tammy.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for calling in. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Denver, Colorado.
The first impression I'm receiving for you is I get this female that's coming in. She had a hard time talking towards the end, and she almost had a raspy voice. It was just very difficult for her. She also had some trouble moving, almost needed care from other people around her towards the end. And she was so frustrated with it, just so aggravated that people fussing around her because she preferred the independent living. Do you understand?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. It's just like she couldn't get it out of her voice. Get the hell away from me.
Yes, that would be my mom.
But she's not saying that about you. Loves you to pieces and would light up whenever you came in, even though you don't think so, because she would tell you about all of her troubles, aches and pains and everything like that. But she talks about this independent living, and that's how you are. You got to be Miss Independent. And so that's why she brought this up. And you have to remember, because I felt like you made a decision to be independent. And I don't know if this was because you went through a divorce previously, and you said you're done with it.
Yes.
And she says, be careful of that call, okay? Because you kind of set the intention. She wants you to be open and receptive to more love coming in, which has been a difficult journey. And you really want to welcome that person into your space because she would hate for you to end up like she was. Even though she enjoyed her independent living on some level, it would have been nice to have more companionship towards the end. So there was a guy that you kicked out.
Well, I've been dating for quite a long time, so I don't know which one she's...
I'm just seeing somebody you kicked out, like literally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she says that was a good call because you aren't going to stand for any more of that bull, but to keep your options open and to keep on going, because I do feel like you're putting your heart out there and your soul, and you got yourself available and you're telling a lot of people. Are you ready to share your space?
Yes, well, just recently, because I've been single for 15 years, I entered into a very serious relationship, and I'm struggling with letting him in.
Yeah, because that was your previous call from the divorce. And that's why she's saying, be careful with what your intention was. And maybe that's just letting that go and making a new affirmation for yourself. Because I think it's that simple.
Yeah, my mom was very independent. Towards the end, she needed help because she died of cancer. And that probably was very difficult for her. And I've been independent since coming out of the womb. So that's probably been my flaw my whole life.
And she gave you that sense of being, he'd like to be closer for sure.
Okay. I am having trouble accepting what an amazing man he is.
Yeah, because he's unusual compared to some of the others.
Compared to all of the others.
Yeah.
Literally all of the others. He's amazing. And I keep trying to pinch myself and say, could this really be it?
Does he refer to you as royalty, like a queen or a princess or something of that sort?
Yes, he sings my praises all the time.
That's what Mom says, and I'm feeling good about it as well. So maybe it's just letting go of the past and what you've kind of set up those walls and those barriers from your previous experience. But it doesn't hurt to have him live in his space and you live independently in your space. You know, everybody's different these days when it comes to long-term relationships, but she loves you. She adores you. She's right with you. She came in just so crystal clear, like as if she's with you, and she hears you communicating to her all the time.
Which I do. I talk to my mom a lot. We have a symbol, which is the robin and cardinals. So she sends me robins and cardinals in different capacities. And I miss her, obviously, for a multitude of reasons, but she always was able to help me with relationships I was in. And now that she's gone, I do miss having her to talk to in that respect.
Well, I get the impression she sent him. You know, you talk about the birds being the connection and everything. Have you intended the birds with the bird feeder?
I recently sold my home, so I haven't had a bird feeder, but I used to always have bird feeders.
To me, birds are spirit guides, the spirit messengers from heaven. So you need to get that back up again. It was a pleasure, Miss Tammy. Thank you.
Thank you. You are 100% accurate. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your time with me. And if you'd like to call into the show, sign up at radiomediumlauralee.com. And thank you for subscribing to our podcast. We appreciate you.